Our house was more of escapism for him because you knew it was kind of a sanctuary. You could come in, chill out. There would be no stress. Sit there. You knew we'd get a few something to eat, and he'd be looked after. No, and then he'd be gone. Then you get the bus. You get the number 12 into town. My father always used to say, it's good to be able to walk, talk, sit and eat with kings, but never lose the common touch. That was Brendan Behan. From the start, my father and him are Republicans. My late father, they were both friends together, grew up together, and they were in prison together in Ireland. And from there, my home was his second home. He'd come up to the house. I remember I was a young lad. He'd come up to the house and he'd stay over in the house, and he's fond of the drink at the time, but when he was sober he was just a good person as he was, with a few drinks on him, but he was more serious when he was sober. And he did some writing in our home. He would write on copy paper. He'd get out the Irish Times that they use. Now when you get 3 or 4 prints, you put paper underneath it and it printed out. It's called copy paper. And even no matter how drunk he was, he would always, in the morning when my mum would clean her up, he'd always have each page numbered 1 to whatever. So he was still there together when he did that. And our mum always said it, no matter how drunk he was, he always marked his pages. You could tell everything about Dublin through a pub. The pub would be the landmark. Like my dad was a freelance journalist, and that's it. They got to know each other when they were younger. But they would meet in pubs, and if they were looking for each other, they'd go around the pubs. They'd say, was Liam in, was Brendan in. McDade's was their base in Grafton Street. But and then you had the old Mount Pleasant Inn, and then you had Kennedy's at Mount Pleasant on the hill there on the Renla Road, and then you had the likes of the Rathmines Inn. It was either Kennedy's or the Mount Pleasant Inn that they would come looking for each other. I remember one particular time, I had a few drinks on, came to do a bit of writing, and he'd bring in the 2 bottles of cognac. And Mammy let him have one. Now she'd feed him putting up meal up from And he used to love, when he woke up in the morning when he was feeling bad, he used to pop a pin into an egg and suck it. So that would put the lining back on the stomach for him, So he was well together in that respect, I remember one day, Mammy, he brought up the 2 bottles of cognac anyway, and he was in, Mum had fed him, and he was drinking the cognac while they were talking together, and then Mum hid the second bottle in the toilet cistern. And after about 4 days, he'd be going, now Phyllis, come on, where is it? I'll only have to go down and buy another one. Now Brendan would be like Jack Charlton, he'd sign checks, but no one would ever catch them. You know what I mean? So he would go in and he'd sign a docket for whatever, But anyway, eventually he found it. Went through the house and found it, and locked himself in the loo, and got pleasantly drunk. And Mum was banging on the loo. He'd say, I'll be out in a minute, stuff like that, It's just unfortunate that he got diabetes, and that's what happened to him. He was in Baker Street Hospital, and he couldn't. I suppose he couldn't handle the meds, and apparently, it's according to my mum and dad, he slipped into a coma. He wasn't taking his meds. But I always remember him, he'd wake up in the mornings and he'd not a bother on him. My mother used to say, how does he do it? Not a bother on him, and he'd go for the eggs. Any eggs, Phyllis? Any eggs, Phyllis? And he'd be and then he'd be off again, and he'd be right for the day. He'd be right for the day.